What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to build a toolkit. Now this is what I'm considering a minimalist toolkit, meaning only the absolute essentials. This is not catastrophic failure. I'm not doing like major bike repair. I'm not plugging tires, anything like that. This is a something came loose, somebody else may need something type of toolkit. This is also not a budget toolkit. So I didn't go all out and spend a crazy amount of money. We'll talk about the price of everything in just a second. So I don't want anyone to confuse minimalist with cheap cost. I care more about how small I can get this package, because on my Softail I just do not have that much room. Obviously the more stuff you can carry the better. I encourage that. I mean, carry the little small jump boxes, carry everything you can afford to carry realistically. It's just I don't have the space to do so. That said, let's jump into the video and I'll show you what I personally am going to put in my toolkit. I just got my thrash and supply bags installed on my bike last night. I'm about to head down to Daytona for Biketoberfest and I don't have a toolkit. So this is kind of thrown together. Things will change. This is just, like I said, a get me by type of cool toolkit. For those wondering, everything you're going to see right here and this big pile of stuff at Lowe's was 114 bucks. Now, like I said, not cheap, but I mean, you could easily spend way more than that. I mean, you could spend 60 bucks on a ratchet if you chose to do so. But I'll talk about what I got, why, and how it makes sense for me. So we'll start with this little Craftsman 24-piece set. It is standard, obviously, being that it's a Harley Davidson. The main reasons I bought this is I wanted the ratchet, I wanted the extension, a couple of these bits I can use, and a couple of these sockets I can use. Now, you would think to yourself, why would you not just carry this whole little packet? Weight. Weight and size is what I'm trying to minimize on this stuff. So, a lot of this stuff I won't technically need, or it's just not as common. So, I'm not going to pack that. Now, you see a few loose sockets in here. There's a 12 millimeter and a 10 millimeter. These are obviously necessary because I do need these for certain components on my bike that are not going to be in the standard set, obviously metric and standard. So I got these. I also have a 5/8, which is not in this package, but with the 5/8, I guess I should have mentioned this when I talked about this. This is a 1/4 inch drive. Now I went back and forth on 1/4 inch versus 3/8 inch. Just for strength and stuff, but most things, like I said, that I'm going to be doing, loose controls, someone's mirror comes loose, little things like that, little bolts, just kind of get me by. This is like a get me back to where I need to go type of situation, not major repairs. But with that, the only 5/8 socket I could find at Lowe's was for the 3/8 drive, so I did get the 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. Also, you'll see I got bits, which also come in the kit. However, unfortunately, I bought this kit because I needed a T27, which this kit does not come with. You can find T25s all day, especially like sold individually. But at Lowe's, I could not find a single T27, so I bought the pack. And then it's going to be the same thing with these Allen bits. So I needed, out of this one, I needed a 3/16, which again, not that common. And no Allen bits came in my particular case, so I bought these. I'll figure out the 3 or 4 I need out of here, 3 or 4 I need out of here. We've got 3 sockets there. I'll probably pull out 2 more of here. I also got this. It's a ratcheting bit driver, and I didn't necessarily need or care about the ratcheting feature, but the non-ratcheting was about 2 inches longer, and again, size is what we're going for, and this one was only $2 more. So it does come with some bits, some of which I need, some of which I don't, but again, I needed the bit driver itself. So I got these as my pliers. I was kind of going back and forth on channel lock just because the head size, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, these things are super thin and extremely light, and they open up pretty big, so I figured that would be a good universal type set of pliers. And then right before I was leaving, I found these bags. So these are made by Cobalt. Clearly none of this is sponsored, or I wouldn't have spent 114 bucks. Just throwing that out there. I get it, Snap-on is better, etc., etc. This is just what I got at Lowe's. So a small bag, medium bag, and large bag. I'm not sure which one I'll use. Possibly all 3, depending on how this kit breaks down. but I was gonna kind of show you guys as I do that. This is another, it's just a little piece of Tupperware that I've thrown together, and there are zip ties of various lengths, 3 of each length, and a roll of electrical tape. There's one single washer in there, but over time I plan to add, you know, screws and washers that fit my bike just as like a good backup. As I'm starting to open this stuff for the next shots for the video, I realize I didn't show a knife in this toolkit, which I think everyone should have. On that note, I think everyone should be carrying a pocket knife on them at all times. I always have a pocket knife. That's why there's not one in this kit. I may end up putting one in here just as a 2 is 1, 1 is none type situation, just a cheap little razor knife or something. That's the reason why there's no knife in the toolkit. I always have one on me. So when building kits like this, it's really easy to overdo it, but those cobalt bags I had were being held together by this tiny little cheap carabiner, and then also this elastic piece of cord. I'm gonna throw both of these in this little Tupperware piece only because I currently have the storage. Like I said, it's really easy to overdo it, but I mean, you never know when this will come in handy. Not just you, but for someone else. So I was out riding this past weekend, got caught slipping and didn't have anything with me, needed a single zip tie. Asked the people I was riding with, they didn't have one. I was at a gas station, so I asked some other riders, none of them had them. Luckily I found a guy in a work truck who definitely looked like he had zip ties. He did, and he was able to get me going again. But point being, you never know when the people around you will need some help. Although it's their responsibility to worry about themselves, it's nice to have some extra stuff. And as you can see, this is what's left out of the stuff that I know aren't essential. That doesn't mean I won't pull a few more of these sockets out once I start putting this pack together. So as of right now, here's the kit. My small base, I don't know if you would consider this quite as stubby. I like that I can get a little more of my hand on it if I do have to put a little more pressure on it. But nonetheless, my ratchet, 5/8 socket, 1/2 inch socket, my adapter for that 5/8 socket, a 12 millimeter, a 10 millimeter, T25 and T27 bits, a 3/16 Allen bit, my extension, and my bit holder. Obviously we have the bit driver here. Again, it had some pieces that I didn't really need. It's got the bigger and smaller Phillips and flathead built in. It all comes apart, which I'm going to show you when I put in the kit, because again, size is kind of what we're going for here. And my pliers. And this, what you see right here, will essentially be the kit. Depending on size, space, weight, etc. Like I said, I may add some more stuff in. So I am a bit of a neat freak. So like I said, a lot of things may change, including the pouches that I decide to put the tools in for now. But as of right now, I think I will utilize the smallest pouch and then this biggest pouch inside of it. So I'll put all the small little loose things that will fit in here, and then my pliers, my bit driver, and my ratchet will be in here. So those fit in there really nicely. This comes apart, and then even, you know, for size reduction, you can take this stuff out too, and that will fit. I mean, we could even put everything in this bag. And again, guys, it's just because I have those small thrashing bags. I have the smallest ones they make called the Essentials. So I am really worried about space, because I still want space for my other stuff, you know, the random stuff that you carry day to day. And as a YouTuber, I've always got cameras, batteries, etc. So we'll see if this works. Nope, with the pliers and stuff, there's no way. So we're gonna end up using the small bag and the big bag. All this stuff fit in here very nicely. It's really not that heavy. I don't have a scale handy to weigh it, but I would say, I mean, maybe you're talking 2 pounds total, which for me is good. So I was actually done recording and wrapped the video up, and then I came to this conclusion. I was looking at all this leftover stuff, and I mean, as small and as light as these extra bits are, I think I am gonna pack like the ones that I think I could possibly need. I mean, stuff like this, I'm not gonna need that on the road. I don't think, at least not on my bike. So just wanted to let you guys know I am throwing most of these in there because I'm sure that will probably drive most people crazy. As you would have pointed out, clearly that doesn't take up much space or much weight. Just put them in there to be safe. That's what we did. Okay, so edit number 2. Sorry, it's been a very long day. I also noticed that there are no wrenches in this kit. There will be. A friend of mine, Bill, that's a technician here at Timms Harley Davidson, is going to give me some of those really flat wrenches that come like in the touring bikes and the standard toolkit. So I didn't buy any only because those are small, lightweight, kind of get you by. They fit the kit I'm building. I didn't see him today, so I didn't get the wrenches, but there will be the 4 most common wrench sizes. And I do want to stress, guys, in this kit, this is bike specific for me. This is for my 2020 Softail Standard. If you don't know all the most common like fasteners on your bike, just take some time, go around it. Obviously, I have a lot of tools, but you don't want to take tools out of your real toolkit and keep them in your bike. It's just a pain. And I know it sucks to go spend $100+ on stuff, but it's worth it if it keeps you on the road. So just go around to all the fasteners on your bike with the tools you currently have. Make a note of all the sizes that you're going to need, the most common sizes. And if you want to add more, obviously, like I said, more is better. I know this video is fairly short, not that action-packed, not a whole lot going on, but I hope this helps some people so they don't get caught slipping like I was when I literally didn't even have zip ties. If there's something you think this kit really needs, keep in mind, I'm trying to keep it small and light. Please let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.